What's going on, YouTube? Back at y'all with some moves y'all can use, man. This video right here, I will be assessing the season of Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Pretty sure y'all know by now that is my favorite team. Pretty sure. As y'all can see, facing the Utah Jazz. Facing the Utah Jazz, and I have my boys. Assessing this season, I would give it a solid B. Not a B minus, not a B plus, not a A minus, not a C plus. B. I would give it a B, and I'm gonna tell you why. 3 things: injury, help, and consistency. We're gonna start off with injuries. All right. So Damian Lillard played. It was 72 games in the season. Damian Lillard played 41 games without his starting lineup. Damian Lillard played 41 games without his starting lineup. So those 41 games, he was by himself. He was the lone star. He had Enes Kanter, Robin Covington. This was before Norman Powell. These injuries that I'm talking about were before Norman Powell. It was before the trade deadline. CJ McCollum was out. I think he had a foot injury. Nurkic, like he has so much potential, but he's out every year since 2017. Since we faced Golden State in the first round and got put out, Nurkic has been out, man. Nurkic gets injured either in the playoffs or during the entire season. Come back, get injured again. Come back, get injured again. Come back, get injured again. Like that's all he's known for doing. That's the only consistency I see in Jusuf Nurkic, is to get injured. He plays. As soon as he gets good, he gets injured. CJ McCollum was also hurt. Like I said, he had a foot injury. He's out for a month or two. I think around November to January, I believe. If it wasn't, excuse me. I'll get my facts straight in a later video. But I think December to January, he was out around that sometime. That's when Dame was averaging about 33 to 35 a game, just trying to keep him afloat. They had a 27-17 record, I believe, when CJ came back, or was it probably a week before CJ came back? But enough of that. Zach Collins is another injured player. He's very young. Zach Collins is about 22, 23, 24, around that way. He came from Gonzaga. I believe he came from Gonzaga. Zach Collins has been hurt. Since last season. Zach Collins didn't play in the bubble. Zach Collins didn't play the last few games of the quarantine. He's been out for almost 2 years. I don't know what they're doing with Zach Young. He did have shoulder surgery, so he is going to be sitting out. But we have too many injured bigs. We have too many injured players. I don't even the playing style that we play. I don't know how we get injured so easily. We're not physical. We don't attack the basket every freaking drive. We don't do that. I don't understand why we're getting injured. I don't understand how our bigs are getting so injured when they don't do nothing. They don't do anything. Enes Kanter is the only one that does something. He's averaging a double-double. Everybody else is not doing anything. They're not doing anything. I don't understand how we are getting injured. I don't. But enough of that. Dame himself, A+. Dame, A+. I'm going to give you an A+ for the season. You did all you could. You, this year, proved you're the most slept-on NBA superstar that has played this game. I don't know a superstar that is more slept on, that is more handicapped, that is more snubbed, that's disloyal in losing. A lot of superstars would have been left. You have a lot of mental toughness, damn, and I want to salute you for that. Progressing into the season, we won 45 games this year, or around that, I believe. We was the 6th seed. That series with the Nuggets, man, was amazing. We faced the Nuggets 3 years in a row. We beat them twice. So they finally got a series up off of us when they don't have Jamal Murray. That's what kind of hurt me the most. They beat us without their main guy, without their main scorer. Yeah, Jokic is their main, but to be honest, if you pay attention to that, man, we know who's the focal point of that offense as well. It's not just Jokic, it's Murray as well. Murray is probably his equal to Jokic when it comes to that offense. And I don't mean as in skill set, stat line. I mean as in the coach's preference. I'd be damned if I just run the ball to Jokic when I got Jamal Murray on the floor. Why not utilize both of them? Why not get them in a pick and roll, get Jamal Murray on an off-ball cut or an off-ball three, trying to set an off-ball screen or off-ball ISO or anything like that, or give him the ball to let him work himself, because he is a Kentucky breed and them my boys. I know what's up with Kentucky. But that's besides the point. Consistency, man. Dame didn't have help. And I'm not making an excuse for Dame. It was sometimes Dame had bad games, but Dame was the most consistent player. Dame was slept on because of his team, I feel like. People know what Dame can do. People know Dame's a great player. But Dame got snubbed out of the MVP race. He wasn't even an MVP candidate until people started saying, put him in MVP race. He still wasn't in MVP race after he got noticed by fans or by analysts about people who said we're sleeping on him. The man I don't even think he was top 10 in the MVP race, despite the season that he had with the injuries, with the players that he had to run with. Nobody is really truly consistent. Norman Powell is your first season. I'm excluding you out of all of this. You came at the trade deadline. We did get better defensively, offensively with Norman Powell. Yeah, we improved as a team. But Damian Lillard doesn't have help. Damian Lillard may need to leave Portland. If not, they need to break up that backcourt. If not break. Even if not that, let's go to option C. Trade. We need to trade. We need to break something up. If we're not breaking up the backcourt, we need to get another big. We need to get size. We need to get size and wings. Get somebody that's healthy. Let's just get somebody that's healthy, man. That's what we need. We need healthy players. We need healthy, close-knit players. We needed coaching. Coaching. Let's touch on that for a second. Coaching. Terry Stotts, man, I don't take nothing away from you. You are a great coach. You're a very good coach. What I can say is you know how to take your team to the playoffs. You do. You know how to win a game. You know X's and O's. You know the fundamentals. But pulling potential out of a player, pulling that extra boost that they need, helping someone in the transition from becoming from good to great, becoming great from good. I don't think you can do that. I just don't think Terry Stotts, as we get the poster, I don't think Terry Stotts has that. I don't think Terry Stotts has that ability to make players better, to make players play a little harder, to make players, do, like I said, pull that extra potential out of them, to help them transition from good to great. Terry Stotts has been to the playoffs every season since, I think, Damian Lillard's second season. I think that's maybe his first season, first or second season, first and second, either or. I think that's probably the last time he missed the playoffs since his probably first or second year in the league. Other than that, Dame has been every year. Terry Stotts, them, they are in the playoffs. They kind of play the same playing style, kind of, but not really. They kind of just, here, when all else fails, give the ball to Damian Lillard and CJ. Now, Dame going to do his thing. CJ going to do his thing sometimes too. But this season right here, the reason why I gave him a B is because they didn't do much. Because they weren't on the court. That's why we traded for Norman Powell. I don't understand why we traded Gary Trent Jr. I like Gary Trent Jr. Averaging 16 a game for us. 40% three-point shooter. Guarded the primary ball handler. Guarded the primary offensive player most of the nights. So we can't take away from his defense. He was a young guy. But he was healthy. He was very healthy. Yeah, this is one season that he had. Well, probably his second season. But he was very healthy. Yusef Nurkic, another injury-prone guy. We won't get nowhere unless they make a trade. Damian Lillard needs help. He's trying to do it. He's trying to do it all. 55 points in the overtime, 12 for 17 from the three. That was the game versus the Nuggets. The man averaged 33 to 35 against the Nuggets almost. And I can't even name anybody else who's averaged over 20 in that series with him. The year they don't have Jamal Murray, they beat us. We beat them twice in a row last season. We beat them in the game 7 at their crib, thanks to CJ, 37 points in that game 7. We beat them last year. Actually, we got put out by the Lakers last year. Sorry about that. We didn't beat them last year. We got put out by the Lakers. That's what it was. So we're 1-1. Sorry, this is the second time we faced. Let me get that correct. But Damian Lillard needs help, man. This is the end of the video, man. I'm gonna continue this though. Like and subscribe. I'm out.